Alright. Let's get on through this. What is up, Bernard? How you doing? I got the little man with me right here. My little assistant. We're gonna... Oh boy. He's a grabber, so this is gonna be interesting, to say the least. We're gonna look at the Wall Street-backed cryptos, and apparently we're gonna look at Uniswap. Don't understand why it's running. But Uniswap is moving right now. Moving and grooving. But let's take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, it has tested previous all-time high daily candle closes. We are now distinctively range-bound in between 119,973 and 123,341. So this is cool, great, why not? Hopefully you guys are enjoying the chop so far. On our daily, I mean... it just looks like we're going to keep on chopping around until we reset our indicators. I would ideally like it to come down to 117.068 at this point. Just rip off the band-aid, get it over with, backtest previous resistance as a support. I would like that. But if they drag this out, it could get real boring real quick. So let's all pray and hope that doesn't happen. Checking out the 4-hour to see what we could look forward to as we get futures expirations tomorrow. Starting to look like it's going to be a little doom and gloom out there, so be prepared for that. Reason why I say that is because you had a distinct level that was acting as a support. We breached it once, breached it twice with a lower low. This is a distinct downtrend officially, and we have lost our 50 simple on the 4-hour, so a bit more downside would be expected. But let's go ahead and check out our liquidation heat map. Let's see what we got here, because now I do believe we're in full liquidity trading. And go figure, there's liquidity up here. People are shorting. $203 million has been taken out. Looks like they're going to try and take out the $226 million sitting right above. There is a lot of liquidity to the upside, but people are still trying to put in longs. I would say be very careful while trading right now, because... they're just going for liquidity, whatever direction it is. So before you start getting into your trades, just figure out what liquidity you're closer toward. So this right now is showing that we should be going up, even though charts, if you're just looking at the chart, looks like we'd be going down. So that part's kind of annoying. But checking out the weekly here, you have decimated the longs. Absolutely destroyed the longs. Way more liquidity to the upside now. So you would expect... max pain price to get hit, and it's probably going to be somewhere in this range. So yeah, be prepared for a weird little rally either overnight or tomorrow during the day, because there is a lot of liquidity to the upside. After that liquidity's taken though, who knows what they do. Who knows? They could just send it right back down. But if I was looking at indicators, looking at just doing the TA, I would be extremely bearish on the 4-hour. Checking out your 1-hour time frame, it's not looking any better. You're below the 200, you're getting a bearish cross, not a good time. Area in which you would love to stay below is just this 123, which that's kind of the annoyance. It's a really high mark to get up to, and it's hard to account for stop losses there. Buddy, what we yelling for? What we talking for? You good? You good? You want to be more in the spotlight? Huh? You want to be in there some more? Want to be like, hey everybody, this is better for you? That better? All right. So my son's gonna run the show now. He's gonna be pointing things out. over there, over there, and over there. Not to mention that up there. Alright. So he's doing better right here. Got it. Let's go into our 15-minute time frame. Trying to look bullish. Whoa, 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 whoa there, up. Trying to look bullish on the 15-minute. However, once again, showing me all the indications that we should be going short as we start catching bids just shows the liquidity grabs are very apparent. Very, very apparent. The area in which they're trying to utilize as support is this little range down here between these two levels, which, God, what a tight range. But there it is. So if we drop below 120.775, we know that we're going down. If we manage to stay above it, well, then we could be testing 123.341. It's an annoying time to be in the market. Very annoying during this weird, choppy, just non-stop liquidations. Even right here, it's like, oh, cool, we're pulling back. No, we're not. Yes, we are. No, we're not. Yes. Just absolute wild price action on Bitcoin. This morning, I said it in Discord, nasty looking market this morning. Absolutely nasty. Anyways, let's go on to Ethereum here. See what we got. So Ethereum, the trade setup I had would have been stopped out. Now it's pushing its way back up. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let's check it out on the... Nope. On the daily. On the daily. Yeah, I'm talking. I'm talking out loud. Yep. Absolutely what's happening. Alright. So on the daily, this is now starting to look like, oh, we got faked out to the upside because we had a bullish breakout, bearish engulfing candle, and now we're getting some weird continuation to the downside. However, here's the annoyance. We have a level of support that we're trying to maintain as support right now. So if they manage to hold it to finish the week out, strong probability this entire 25% could play out. Buddy, what are you doing? Now you're eating my hand? What are we doing here? Sorry, I had my son all day. Wife's playing with my daughter, so gotta have my son for this. Either way, we're out here getting the content. But we can get rid of this downtrend here. We had made a technical double top. So we are utilizing the exact same range as resistance as we're pulling back. However, you can see the stochastic has pulled back a bit. We're sitting in neutral territory on the swing to the upside. So I am thinking we're still going to see bullishness, but they just don't really want you to be in a trade on this one, do they? Level of support to stay above right now, we would love to stay above $4,213. If that's the case, we could see new all-time highs for Ethereum. Things are still bullish. They're just playing games. That's really all that's happening here. Don't have much more to say about Ethereum, except for it's fighting for its life. 4 hour looks great for upside for tomorrow. Looks absolutely fantastic for upside. You do have a little downtrend here that you broke out of, so breaking out of now. I guess we'll see in the next 12 minutes. Do we get a breakout or not? Could be a bullish night for crypto. If Uniswap's anything to dictate how the market is, well, could be a bullish night. Checking out Solana. Solana here, we have some levels in which we're acting as support and resistance. We made a slightly lower low. However, if we look at our RSI in the 4 hour, we are increasing in strength. So, a little bullish divergence is starting to form on the 4 hour, even though it is playing games with our heart. But I do believe we're still bullishly consolidating, considering this level was acting as a resistance. We are still unable to touch it as support. If we manage to get down to 214 and hold support, phenomenal. Might be the best entry for a long, and the long target would be at 292. Buddy. 292 would be the target. 292. So that is Solana for you. Solana's looking good. Looking pretty darn good on the 4 hour. Let's check it on the daily. Daily is bouncing off of the 50 simple. Not that bad. Not that bad. You fell below it. You back tested as support. It's kind of nice. Kind of nice. I saw in Discord some people are thinking the top is in. Unbelievable. We hit all-time highs over the weekend, and up, top's in. We're only going down. Bear market here. I find it very odd how quickly everyone gets bearish. It's so fast. It is so fast. It's like, why is it consolidating? We're going to zero. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Alright, checking out Dogecoin. Dogecoin honestly looks the best out of these larger cap coins. Absolutely phenomenal what it did today. Bullish backtest on the 50 simple, maintaining the uptrend, staying above that 24,485. This thing looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Until we start losing some supports, I'm going to look at this as a bullish backtest of previous daily candle close resistance. Now is flipped to support. So this looks great. I am still looking for 36 cents. This thing is... It looks stunning on the daily. Absolutely stunning. So, I'm not really going to beat a dead horse here. Let's check out XRP. XRP taking a little tumble here. Sadly, it's not technically bearish. You had, 3 tests of a level at 272, and now you're having trouble getting back down to it. That is still technically... good consolidation, but we have to wait and see if we are going to break above this little box of doom that we've been unable to break above. This is just consolidation. That's all it is, just consolidation. Hey, I don't need you grabbing that, okay, buddy? I don't need you grabbing that. Little grabby grab. Calm down. It's a little blue box of doom here. But if you look at the stochastic on the daily, I really loathe hating this. I loathe saying this. XRP on the daily stochastic looks better than the rest. So that's kind of unfortunate. They might get the backing of all the banks maybe one day and start setting the price higher. We're just gonna take that out of your range of touching. Okay? All right, buddy. You can sit right there. There you go. You good? You good? Okay. You're gonna play with the mic now? Is that the goal? Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Alright, next up, we have ADA. So checking out ADA. ADA looks solid. Looks solid. Previous support. Became a resistance. Acting as a support right now. Sitting in a very nice down channel. Bullishly backtesting the heart line. It's just not bad. I know how badly everybody wants to start shorting the market right now, but it's not looking bad enough to start shorting. It just doesn't look bad enough. If you're doing little short-term scalp trades, yeah, but everything just came into zones that are great buying opportunities. Just great buying opportunities. So anyways, ADA, we still have the same target. Still looking to move on up. Huge amounts. Looking for like $1.82. I mean, who knows what ends up happening in the coming weeks. But if we can stay in this nice bullish consolidation, then great. But anything above 72 cents, really, we're still really bullish. If we can get to 72 cents, great. Buy that dip. It's probably going to work out for you. I say probably. I don't know. But we're sitting on a golden cross. We have yet to test the 200 simple moving average on the daily. Once we get that back test, it just doesn't feel like they want to really start ripping it to the downside, you know? Especially when you zoom out. God, it looks good. Looks good. Anyways, we will see what happens next. Next week on Dragon Ball Z, buddy, homie. Chill. Oh boy, he's getting fussy. He's getting fussy. Oh, you getting a little fussy fuss, huh, buddy? A little fussy fuss. Why are you looking at me like that? Why are you looking at me like that? Yeah, it's okay, bud. It's okay. Oh, I expect tons of volatility tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a wild one. Might be a little wet, moist, even. But be ready. So we got to check out Link. It's doing nothing. That's absolutely nothing. Super sideways, typical link form. Let's go ahead and get rid of this, get rid of this, and get rid of this. So we can see this clearly. All we're waiting for is either come down or go out. And that's all. Based off the daily RSI, it could do anything. Up or down. Anything. So we just kind of have to wait and see. Can we look at seller and SDN? Sure. We can do that. Seller and SDN. I don't think I've ever looked at SDN. How you doing, the donkey puncher? How you doing? Alrighty. You're okay, bud. You're okay. Don't worry. Mommy will come get you soon. Alrighty. So yeah, this is Link right now. Still consolidating sideways. Trying to reset its indicators, I guess. Let's check out the 4 hour real fast. 4 hour wants it. 4 hour really wants to break out. Blessed to be here with you. 11 the alpha. I'm doing my best, man. I'm glad you're happy to be here. I'm happy you're here too. So 4 hour really wants that breakout. So I'm going to start leaning a bit more bullish. Unless we actually get a rejection here off of the 2291. I'm going to think we're going up. What's up, bud? What's up? What's up, buddy? No, those are my glasses. I need it because all that blue light ruins Daddy's eyes. For those who don't know, these are only blue light glasses. I don't actually have prescription. I'm not that brilliant. Don't look at me like I'm a liar. Don't you look at me like I'm a liar. My son is with me, so, you know. He is the best distraction. Alright, anyways, let's go ahead and check out AVAX next. AVAX is being extraordinarily disappointing. I would love for it to backtest at 2612 at this point, because what are we doing? Are we just going to bleed out, or are we actually going to make a move? We did make a solid impulse to the downside, bearish backtest. We would expect a move down to the next level of support, which, as we can see plain as day, that is 2612 as support. So this thing could come down just a little bit, but if the whole market gets bullish because everyone's shorting, well, then you might see a weird little short squeeze to the upside, and I think that's what a lot of people would not expect. Okay, yeah. Are you trying to shut me up? Is that what that is? You trying to be like, stop talking? You're like, is that what you're doing? Anyways, right now we have a level of support down here on the 4 hour. Right there. 2806. And it is respecting it at the moment. As soon as we break it, not much to stop us from getting down to that 2612. So, be on the lookout for a little bit of downside, as we are getting a bearish cross on the 4 hour time frame. If we do come up, it's going to be a little bit harder to get above that 200 simple moving average. Just a heads up. So, moving on from that, I got Hyperliquid. Last one for you guys. Then we'll go into the two requests that we have for the day, and we'll go from there. Alright, big time disappointment here on Hyperliquid. It didn't quite hit my target. It pulled all the way back to the stop loss. Yeah, we don't get the easy continuations anymore. This is absolutely wild trading out here. Came so very close. I would say it was within 0.87. We were close on that one. We were real close. But anybody who decided to take this trade, I'm sure you saw the pullback and you got out. Anyways, if you didn't, sorry. I'm only human. I'm sorry. But anyways, currently we are holding on to this 43.69 as support. If that holds, still looking for 51.90 to come into play for Hyperliquid. You good here? You good here? Oh, last one for me, Porky. Bullish stock symbol. Last one for me. Bullish stock symbol. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Is that like the name of the stock? Or are you trying to get me to find a bullish stock symbol? Because I have no idea, honestly. I haven't been looking at stocks. I've barely been looking at the crypto market. Yes, same of a stock. Wow. IPO released 2 months ago. It's called Bullish. That's wild. That is wild. Yeah, we'll check that out. No worries. Bullish. Alright, let's go ahead and check out your first request. Seller. You okay? Alright. Alright, we got seller here. Bullish is a trading platform. Looks promising. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. Alright, so seller. Apparently I've been here before. I mean, when it comes to bottoming out, this is kind of what you want to see. I have so much artwork here. So very much. Let's get rid of all of it. Because who cares? We want to see, are we going to leave this? Ooh. Alright, cool. So we got a little bit in that overbought territory. We pulled back. We consolidated down. It looks like seller's ready to run. You've already pretty much gotten into that 618. Who are you talking to? Oh, he's on Twitch. Talking to the Donkey Puncher. He's on Twitch. But what are you looking at, buddy? What are you mad at me for? So the nice thing here, we are getting an impulse up. The problem we do have is this high stochastic, and we are bearishly back testing the 200. If we have an opportunity to stay above 00778, then we might actually see some gloriness and heading up more than likely to the 01635. And it'll be a lot faster than you're expecting. So I would be looking for seller to do something like this. But if I had that's 102% upside. But if I had a stop loss, it would be below this wick down here at 00655. You forgot about Twitch. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. What? What's up? What is up? I got my son with me right now, so he's sitting here. He wants to be a part of the show. Big time. Here he is. Just chilling here. You happy? You in there? You in there? He's apparently he's my favorite Twitch subscriber. I got 2 over there, so you know. We're killing it. You good there? You good? There you go. There you go. Alright, so this is what I'm seeing out of seller. It just needs to get out of this range, honestly. But you're going to have to be very generous with that stop loss because you have been range bound ever since January, or June. Oh, geez. Ever since June 22nd. That's a long time of consolidating in the same range. So good luck on seller. Hopefully it does something soon. SDN. SDN. I was right. I've never looked at this thing. I wouldn't touch this. At all. You have 0 higher lows. None. It's just trying to impulse up, get people to try and buy. I wouldn't touch this thing until we started putting in some structure. It's very hard for me to do any type of TA on something like this, just because low, lower low, lower low, lower low, and then it just spontaneously busts to the upside. Ugh, not a fan. Not a fan. So let's get some structure going, then I might have better things to say. Cool thing, you're above a level that was acting as a support in the past. Hopefully you stay above it, but you even made a lower high. So The likelihood is not very high based off what I'm seeing on the price action. And if it were me, I'd be looking for even more downside. You're in price discovery to the downside. No telling how low it goes. No telling at all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this thing is really bad. That's the end of something I'm gambling on. Fingers crossed. I wish you the best of luck, man. I wish you the best of luck. I guess if you get lucky, maybe you hit this level up here at 11 cents. If you're lucky, you get to that 11 cents, buddy. So I wish you the best on this one. It's too many lower lows. You would just think you're going down further. No real targets, just falling. Everybody's seeing if they still got a little extra SDN token to sell off. Unless this thing has like 90% of its token supply already circulating, it could keep falling with just general inflation. Alright, moving on from this one. Last request of the evening, apparently. Bullish. It is a stock. Here it is, BLSH. Only 67 million tokens in circulation. That's a low number. What is up, buddy? Oh, this thing's like new. Super new stock. No data. TA doesn't really work on this. You would have to look at its financials. You'd have to look and see what kind of people are using it. This one, you're basically buying and hoping for the future. I guess we can say it's bullishly consolidating. If it is, then you're just looking for a nice little target to the upside around $85. But as of right now, no idea. Can we look at the 15-minute and 1 hour chart? For what? Are you talking about for bullish? Or are you talking about for SDN? For bullish, you're going to see gaps. Just gaps. Like, the trading day ended. So, maybe it gaps up, maybe it stays the same. We actually have no idea. But, alright, looking at the 1 hour, it's going to look like bullish consolidation after you made a low, tried to confirm its low, great. 1 hour time frame says you can be going up, kind of like what the daily just told us. 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame's trying to go up. However, you have a high stochastic. You're back in that bullish control zone. It's a toss-up because it was sideways. Thing you would pay most attention to is the higher lows. So the fact that you're making consecutive higher lows, you're just waiting for a breakout of $71. If it breaks out of 71, you're looking for $85. Yeah, stocks are usually simple. You look at it on the daily and it all makes sense. Look at it on the weekly, still makes sense. You got in at IPO rates, so hoping for the heavens. Oh, I gotcha. I understand now. Alright, let's take a look at Uniswap real fast. Uniswap is getting some movement. Oh boy. Oh, nice. Back test. Sheesh. Didn't quite get down to 750, but I guess maybe, just maybe, we're going to get that golden retrace finally. And of course, nobody was in the trade to enjoy it. Of course not. 1 hour is getting overbought right now, so I would expect a bit of a pullback. If it does pull back, I would love it to hit this 811 level and hold it. Let's see what it does overnight. Wild. Solana's catching some bids right now. Great. Buddy. You can't go hitting your face on the desk here. Buddy. Chill out. Man. Gonna be okay, bud. You're interested in Polkadot? Any thoughts? Oh. Hold on. Hey, son. Are you sick of being live? Is that what's going on here? Are you sick of being live? You just want to start a ruckus and eat my fingers? Is that the goal here? You see ghosts? I don't see ghosts. Where's the ghost? Where the ghost at? Babe, we got ghosts. He's looking around and I don't see him.
Anna's got a fever.
There's a fever?
101.4.
Oh shit, so she's sick.
I don't know what's going on. You said she peed when you got home?
Yeah?
Has she been peeing normally?
Yeah, for the most part. But you even pooped. You're all done? Yeah. Alright. Can you shut the door? Appreciate it. Little guy's 6 cents, he does. Alright, let's I guess we'll go look at Dot as the final one. He was here for most of the stream, he handled it. Our little mascot. Let's go ahead and check out Dot, why not? Even though you did your 3, but since you're the only one requesting, mine as well. Okay, so let's get rid of this first off. It's doing this weird consolidation thing, but we have a bearish cross on the 1 hour. I would be very worried if we get up to $4.24. I would be looking for more downside. That stochastic on the 1 hour makes it to where I would not put in any longs overnight, and I would wait and see if we go down and touch some support. Let's check out our daily real quick. Alright, on our daily, we are getting a breakout. However, we breached this level of support. It's a possibility. We come back down to $3.37. It is a possibility. But for now, we are sitting in the most neutral territory possible as we've been chopping upwards. We are sitting neutral on the RSI. Stochastic RSI is neutral on the daily. We're sitting above the 200 simple moving average and the 50 simple moving average. Technically, bullish golden cross. But we just need to hold support. If we can hold support, great. Then there's an opportunity of this 119% playing out. But until the bids come in, we're just lying there, waiting, hoping, praying. Hopefully some hope comes into the market sooner than later. But there are some people in the community who believe if it doesn't have a spot ETF, there's no possible way it could move. So, there's that too. Don't know if they're right, don't know if they're wrong. I just have my personal thoughts. You guys can make your own thoughts all on your own. That's a lie, but thanks. Alrighty then. So yeah. That's what we're looking at for the markets, guys. I am leaning more to the bullish side for a lot of tokens overnight. Bonk, please. We'll check out some Bonk. Amir, chat of the chat. 3 nights, 3 streams in a row. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the $5 dono. We'll check out some Bonk for you.
I said you can get some.
Okay, it's fine. Bonk right now is trying desperately hard to maintain support at this 1906 level. Desperately hard. You are below your 200 simple moving average. This is a confirmation low on the daily. You are in the bearish control zone trying to break into the bullish control zone. If it manages to break to the upside, I am expecting to get up to this 2412 level. And from where you're sitting right this moment, I would be looking at this as a strong possibility of 25% upside. The only catch is stop loss would have to be just below 1828. So that is a unfortunate thing about this market right now, but there's probably a ton of liquidity sitting right here. So be careful if you're trying to trade this. If you're buying spot, it does look pretty decent for buying as we are hitting the same low for the 3rd time. If we can just get this move to get a higher high, trend reversal is in full effect and you can start looking for more upside targets. Mainly being this second 618 and then going to the 1618 after. But this looks really good right now. I do like this. So we will see what it does in the coming days, but I feel bullish on it. It needs to get back above its 200 daily, though. If it cannot get above its 200 daily by the weekend or by Monday, it might be going down a lot. A lot. So stop losses should be in place, because if it does fall, then I'll be looking for like 1154. It's kind of a deep retracement. So stay on your toes. Stay on your toes. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat, Amir. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you greatly. But yeah, guys, so I'm thinking we have some bullishness in the market, little scattered greens and whatnot. And then tomorrow I'm expecting a ton of volatility, since it is futures expirations and the bears have had full control since Tuesday. So I expect some weird stuff to happen. Hopefully next week is going to be a little more straightforward and easier to trade. But, you know, nothing says it has to be. Alright, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go check on my daughter. Apparently she's running a fever. And, is that a head and shoulders pattern on bonk forming? Not quite. I mean, if you want to say this is a shoulder, head, shoulder, you can, but I wouldn't call it that. That's nah, I wouldn't call it that. Let's see if it has formed a head and shoulders in the past. This thing technically has not made a head and shoulders before. I guess the argument would be this high to this high. If this was the head and shoulders pattern, then we would go straight down. I don't see it as a head and shoulders, because anytime people call head and shoulders, do the opposite of what you think will happen. And it's been playing out a lot. I'm guessing the AI out there that's trading is really screwing over the market. That's what I was thinking. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see the idea. The problem is this high is higher than this high. It's a slant. I wouldn't agree. Hope it's not. Bonk as well. 2307. Sheesh. Down a little bit. Down a little bit. Alright, guys, I'm going to eat my dinner. I'm going to check on my daughter. I'm going to call it a night. I do plan on being live tomorrow, not only here, but also on Pumpkin. So, a lot of you don't feel like viewing on Pumpkin, so I figure I'll go live on both. I think on Mondays, I'm going to start doing just Pumpkin streams, and we'll figure it out. But, anyways, guys, I'm going to call it a night. Y'all take it easy. Good luck out there with your trades. I'm currently not in any trades, so I'm just kind of watching the market. Maybe I'll scalp trade something. I don't know. But, yeah, markets just kind of look like they want to stop everybody out right now, and I'm not a big fan of that. So, capital preservation, baby. Alright, I'll catch y'all later. Deuces. I'm out. Peace.